Welcome to Silver Wisdom, the place where we celebrate the beauty, strength, and possibility of life in your 70s, 80s, and beyond. If you're here, you've lived a life full of stories, decades of love, lessons, and resilience. You've raised families, built careers, weathered storms, and now you're standing at the threshold of a new chapter. This isn't just retirement, it's your time to redefine what living means. But here's a truth we don't often talk about. To live fully in this season, sometimes you need to let go of what's weighing you down. Not because you've done anything wrong, but because you deserve a life filled with ease, joy, and meaning. Today, we're diving into 7 things to release after 70, 7 burdens you no longer need to carry. These aren't just tips, they're invitations to embrace the freedom you've earned. I've spent years listening to people just like you, vibrant, wise souls in their 70s and 80s, who've taught me what it means to live with intention. Stay with me until the end, because the final one might just change how you see tomorrow. Let's get started. 1. Let go of regret over past choices. First, let's talk about regret. By the time you reach your 70s or 80s, you've made thousands of choices, some you're proud of, others you might wish you could redo. Maybe you think about a career path you didn't take, a relationship you didn't nurture, or a dream you let slip away. Here's the truth. Regret is a heavy anchor, and it keeps you stuck in a past you can't change. I once met a woman named Clara, 78 years young, who carried guilt for years about not pursuing her passion for gardening professionally. She'd say, "If only I'd been braver." But one day, she decided to let it go. She started a small garden in her backyard, sharing her flowers with neighbors. That simple act didn't erase the past, but it gave her joy in the present. You can't rewrite history, but you can write today's story. What's one regret you're ready to release? Maybe it is time to forgive yourself and make space for something new, something that lights you up right now. Let go of trying to control everything. The second thing to let go of is the need to control every outcome. For decades, you've been the one holding things together, managing households, solving problems, planning for the future. But trying to control everything can leave you exhausted. I knew a man named Harold, 82, who spent years worrying about his adult children's decisions, where they lived, how they spent their money. It wasn't until he realized he couldn't control their paths that he found peace. He started focusing on what he could control, his own joy, his daily walks, his love for jazz music. Life is unpredictable, and that's okay. After 70, you've earned the right to trust that things will work out without your constant grip. So take a deep breath and let go of what's not yours to carry. Focus on what you can shape, your attitude, your choices, your moments of happiness. Let go of clutter that holds you back. Number 3, let go of physical and emotional clutter. Your home might be filled with items you've collected over decades. Old clothes, trinkets, papers you haven't touched in years, or maybe it's emotional clutter, grudges, old arguments, or obligations that no longer serve you. I once spoke with a woman in her 80s named Margaret who decided to downsize her home. She didn't just clear out boxes, she let go of the guilt tied to keeping things just in case. She donated clothes, gave heirlooms to her grandchildren, and kept only what brought her joy. Her home became lighter, and so did her heart. Ask yourself, what's cluttering your space or your mind? Start small. Maybe one drawer, one memory, one obligation you can release. You don't need to carry it all. Make room for peace, for simplicity, for you. Let go of saying yes when you mean no. The fourth thing to release is the habit of saying yes when you really want to say no. You've spent a lifetime being there for others, family, friends, community. But now it's time to honor your own needs. I remember a man named George, 76, who used to attend every social event out of obligation, even when it drained him. One day he politely declined a gathering that didn't excite him and spent the evening reading a book he loved. He told me it felt like freedom. After 70, your time is precious. You don't have to attend every event, join every club, or solve every problem. Practice saying, "Thank you, but I'll pass." It's not selfish, it's self-respect. Say yes to what fills your soul and let go of the rest without guilt. Let go of comparing yourself to others. Number 5, stop comparing yourself to others. In your 70s and 80s, it's easy to look at peers who seem more active, wealthier, or successful and feel like you're falling short. But comparison steals your joy. I once met a woman named Evelyn, 81, who envied her friend's ability to travel the world. But when she stopped comparing, she realized her own joy came from volunteering at her local library, reading to children. Her life wasn't less, it was hers. Your journey is unique, shaped by your choices, your heart, your story. Let go of measuring yourself against anyone else. Celebrate what makes you, you. Whether it's your love for storytelling, your knack for baking, or your quiet moments of reflection, you are enough exactly as you are. Exactly. Let go of waiting for the perfect moment. The 6th thing to release is waiting for the perfect moment. How many times have you said, "I'll do it when I'm ready," or "I'll try that when the time is right"? But in your 70s and 80s, you know that perfect moments are rare. I knew a man named Walter, 79, who always wanted to learn to play the piano. He kept waiting for the right time, when he had more energy, fewer distractions. Finally, he signed up for lessons, and though he wasn't perfect, every note he played brought him joy. What's something you've been waiting to do? Maybe it's calling an old friend, trying a new hobby, or visiting a place you've always dreamed of. Don't wait for perfection. Start today, even if it's messy, small, or uncertain. The moment you have is the moment to begin. Let go of the fear of being forgotten. Finally, the 7th thing to let go of is the fear of being forgotten. This one can sit heavy in your heart, the worry that your life, your stories, your impact might fade. But let me tell you something. Your legacy is already alive. It's in the way you've loved your family, the kindness you've shown a stranger, the laughter you've shared. I once met a woman named Ruth, 85, who worried her life hadn't mattered enough. But when she shared her stories with her grandchildren, she saw their eyes light up. Her life wasn't just hers, it was part of theirs. You don't need to be famous to leave a mark. Your presence, your wisdom, your love, they ripple through the world in ways you may never fully see. So let go of that fear. Live today with boldness, share your stories, and trust that your life matters deeply. Closing thoughts. There you have it. 7 things to let go of after 70, not because you've done anything wrong, but because you've earned the right to live with more freedom, more peace, more you to let go of today. Share it in the comments. At Silver Wisdom, we believe your 70s and 80s are not about fading away. They're about shining brighter than ever. Thank you for being here, for your wisdom, your heart, and your courage. You are a gift to this world, and it's never too late to live a life that feels like yours. We'll see you in the next video.